morning.
Good morning and welcome.
Oh, good. How is everybody?
Hi, Nancy.
Hey,
How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm here at work. Like, I don't, I never know what's going to happen. I had to leave early because somebody came in the office. So we'll see how it goes.
Okay.
Looking forward to it.
Good morning.
Morning, Miss Lewis.
Yes.
Hi, Judy.
Hi.
How you doing today?
Good. I'm trying to fix my hair so I don't scare nobody.
It's okay. We're getting there. We should have a good discussion today. Hi, Lonnie.
Celebration. The first day of Kwanzaa, we call it Umoja, unity, unity. The second day of Kwanzaa, Ujamaa, self-determination. The third day of Kwanzaa, we call it Ujamaa, collective work and responsibility. The fourth day of Kwanzaa, we call it Ujamaa, cooperative economics. The fifth be a purpose. I have a purpose. The sixth day of Kwanzaa, we call it Boomba, creativity, creativity.
This is my wife, Gina. Our children.
The last day of Kwanzaa, we say Imani.
$100,000, 10% equity in our country.
Kwanzaa, Kwanzaa, celebration. Kwanzaa, Kwanzaa, celebration. Kwanzaa, Kwanzaa, celebration. Kwanzaa, Kwanzaa, celebration.
Designed to safely repel insects. First Saturday Live is insanely effective without ever jeopardizing the health.
Yes.
Yes.
Is our product so safe? It's so
Please mute your phones, everybody. Mute your line, please.
I got your company coming. Is that the doorbell? Come on in. I'm so glad you've arrived.
How's it going?
Great, this fourth day of Kwanzaa. Habari gani?
Ujamaa.
Ujamaa. Come on in.
Sorry about that, making sure I'm actually live. Please forgive me. Okay, won't worry about it right now.
And let's listen to Lonnie Ray Westerfield. Lonnie Ray is our keynote speaker today for Ujamaa.
Ujamaa.
Ujamaa. Habari gani.
Hello.
Ujamaa.
Ujamaa. Ujamaa. We thank all of you for helping us celebrate this fourth day of Kwanzaa. My name is Shelley Morgai. We have Dr. Wileen Owens, and we have Etheline Boyd, who we consider to be our Mother Kwanzaa here in the Quad Cities. We're so happy that we are on our 4th day and that we have been able to fellowship since December 26th. Our 4th Kwanzaa principle is Ujamaa, and it is cooperative economics. Etheline Boyd is going to light the 4th Kwanzaa principle and just talk just a little bit about that. And then we'll continue with our program. We want to just acknowledge that we are in conversation and communication with one another. It's not meant to be a formal gathering. We're gathering with family and friends. So this is how we consider it. This is Kwanzaa, communication and relationships. And how do we better ourselves? How do we continue to honor our ancestors and the elders and move this forward? So, Etheline, you ready?
Habari Gani.
Ujamaa.
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 Yes.
Ujamaa.
As you said, this is the 4th day of Kwanzaa. You see the candles burning brightly for the 1st day of Kwanzaa, Umoja, for the 2nd day of Kwanzaa, Kuchichagulia, and for the 3rd day of Kwanzaa, Ujamaa. Today we're going to light the 4th candle.
Woohoo! Ujamaa. Ujamaa.
Yes, Ujamaa. Let me light it with this candle here. There we go. Ujamaa.
Ujamaa. Yes.
All right.
Ujamaa is the 4th principle of Kwanzaa. It's cooperative economics. And Lonnie Ray Westerfield will be our conversational leader today as we study Ujamaa, building and maintaining our own stores, shops, and other businesses, and profiting from them together.
Yes.
Habari
Ujamaa.
Ujamaa.
Yes. I am excited to present a great friend of mine from Dallas in the African Connection. We're going to hear from them and see part of the PowerPoint, which focuses some different business cards and things of that sort. So get ready for a special treat. Let me make sure that I've started it. Here we go. And this is Bambata with the Pan-African Connection, who is going to share with us what he personally is doing with his business that his parents have owned for many years. Bambata, can you tell us anything about the business and what you all have been doing to celebrate in Dallas?
All right. Hey, how y'all doing? I'm Bambata from the Pan-African Connection bookstore, and we are coming upon the greatest celebration of the year, Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa, you know, it deals with the 7 principles: Umoja, Kujichagulia, Ujamaa, Ujamaa, Nia, Kuumba, and Imani. And, you know, here in Pan-African in Dallas, Texas, we do a big celebration every year. Unfortunately, we won't be able to do it this year because of COVID-19 and social distancing regulations, so we're going to do virtual Kwanzaa. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Well, Bambata, one of the things my mom loves is coming in your shop. So can you just show us? I see you walking down some aisles. So show us your mom, show us some of the things in the shop. Tell us about some of the statues, anything you want to tell us. And also, why is it important for people to come to Pan-African Connection versus maybe kind of getting something at a beauty supply house that kind of makes sure?
Oh, okay. Is the camera facing me or is it facing the way I come?
It's facing the store. I see everything in the store.
Well, yes. Here's my mom, Akwete. She's the owner. She's the owner of the Pan-African. Hey, Mom, say hello to the... Mom, say hello to the Zoom. This is a Clayton. She's the owner. Yeah, it's very important that you guys come to the Pan African. It's the shortest trip to Africa without getting on a plane. And, you know, everything here comes from the motherland, you know, instead of, you know, made in China and stuff like that. So it's an original place where you can come get some real legit culture. And it's a beautiful place, man. I think it's one of the only places like this inside of Dallas.
Can you stop there to the customer and ask them, let me ask them why they come there? Is that a customer right there that you just
Yes, ma'am.
How
Yes,
you
ma'am. Excuse me, sister, you mind answering the question for the Zoom? Okay. She's listening.
Okay, I just want to know why you come there to shop. Why is it important to you?
Because I'm putting money back into black hands.
Mm-hmm.
Come on now, sister. All right. And how long you been coming to the Pan African Connection?
I've been coming to Pan African Connection ever since they was in South Dallas, and they was in. I've been coming on for a while.
That's been about what, 5 or 7 years, really?
Yeah, about 7 years.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you. As you can see, we got the African artwork. This is a thinking man. It represents, you know, using your mind and being wise. You know, think before you speak. Think before you make any type of actions. Thinking man is very powerful. One of my favorite pieces. Over here, we got the djembes. Every Sunday, they do a drum circle here. The Pan African Connection, we do a big drum circle. People who never drummed before, they come get in a big circle with experts and, you know, learn how to drum. Let me see, what else we got?
And what is the benefit of you being like raised up in this? Because I mean, ever since it's been at least, you all were on Jefferson like maybe 12 years ago, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And so what has been the biggest influence, like in terms of you being raised up in this? How do you feel about it? What can you say about it?
It has definitely shaped my mind to be, you know, an entrepreneur, seeing my dad and my mom start this business from the ground up and just witnessing the struggle and witnessing, you know, progress as well. So it has definitely trained me to be you know, an entrepreneur and a businessman, and it trained me to be a man of the people, you know, to deal with the culture. Wonderful. And realize that, you know, culture is very important in the community. We gotta know who we are. If we don't know who we are, you know, it's a harder battle, you know. So definitely culture is very important. So I think culture and just being a businessman kind of you know, came on me as I grew up here in the shop.
Wonderful. All right, well, what's your personal favorite day of Kwanzaa out of all of them? Unity, self-determination, collective work, cooperative economics, purpose, creativity, or faith?
Man, I like cooperative economics because, you know, I love seeing our people come together and do commerce and, you know, economics, you know, small businesses. And I'm a firm believer on, you know, cooperative economics, you know, our people owning our own businesses. And like the sister said, circulating the black dollar. So that's my favorite day of Kwanzaa.
Wow. Well, I appreciate you so much. Thanks for taking out that time. And I'm just going to send plenty of thanks from Davenport, Iowa, and Rock Island, Illinois. This is where this Kwanzaa festival will actually be shared. It's virtual. So actually, I guess the good news is we've adapted, and now this may reach more people than what it normally would have.
Yes, ma'am. And I appreciate you for giving us the time to have this conversation.
Absolutely. Thanks so much. You have a great day.
All right, that was Ben Bata, and thank you for listening. At this time, we're going to have a video. Take a look at what you see. Very awesome.
This, at the end of the day, is a family venture that hopefully continues to build a legacy for our daughter, but also builds a legacy for our people here.
We both are passionate about community. We're both passionate about Black books.
I've had an experience working in a Black bookstore since when I was in college. That really stuck with me. And that's something that we did when we were dating. We would just go, that was a date. We would go to the bookstore, just hang out. We would just be there for hours. And you'd find in a lot of places, less than 5% of their books spoke directly to people of the African diaspora. And this is in some places where Black folk make up maybe 25% of the population.
The actual logo is actually a picture of her reading a book with her little puffs. It'll always be represented with her name and her likeness in the logo. I am proud that I get to do this with him, and I get to do it with our daughter. Online taught us a lot of things, but there's something about having people come into a space, and so that was always something important to us.
The thing that we've tried to do is like infuse ourselves into the bookstore, into whatever we did. We wanted to reflect who we are, our values, our culture. What defines this area is it's the people, it's community. These are generations upon generations of people who have lived here, who have worked, and given everything they can to grow and raise their family, to give them a better chance, like my father did for me, and that's what Anacostia is.
There's no reason why the books that are on these shelves and about our history had to be across town. And so the access was something that was important. You know, why does this community have to go, jump through hoops to do something that's a basic and normal piece of American life? When we look around our bookstore at the thousands of books that are here, there's images of beautiful Black faces on the covers of these books. Because there's nothing like walking in and little kids seeing a picture of themselves on a cover of a book. And it's powerful for little people in our community to see themselves represented in them. And one day, if they're bold enough, if they're brave enough, if they trust themselves big enough and hard enough, that we'll be able to walk into the space that they create too and celebrate with them. I want them to know that they can do that no matter what that is, their representation of it.
All right. At this time, Shelly Morgai, I'm excited that you're going to be introducing Lonnie Ray Westerfield.
Yes. Let me first say that I'm so happy that we were able to show examples of Black people creating spaces, economic spaces. Two very real examples of what people can do in our own communities. I'm very happy to introduce Lonnie Westerfield. Lonnie is a native of Davenport, Iowa. I've known Lonnie for a number of years. Really got to know him when he was the owner and operator of Lonnie Ray's restaurant, and because it was right down the street from where I lived at. And so I got to know him, and oh my goodness, we had many conversations in regards to the community and what's possible and things like that. And so he ran that business for a number of years, and then he and his wife opened up a beauty supply store in Davenport, Iowa, Celebrity Beauty Supply Store. He's expanded back over here to Rock Island. He's has reopened a landmark in the Black community of Rock Island. Used to be Hickman's Recreation Center, and now Lonnie Ray is running youth programs in that very building. So he saved that building and kept it in Black hands, which I think is marvelous, and we're proud of him for doing that. He's opened up another business in Davenport. He can talk about that. I just want to let you know how proud I am of Lonnie Ray Westerfield. He has this energy. He's not going to stop. He's going to include so many people in his vision because we share the same vision. So without further ado, Lonnie Ray.
Hello, my name is Lonnie Westerfield, and I'm here to speak to you today about the fourth tradition of Ujamaa, which is cooperative economics. And I'm pleased to be chosen to speak on this part of Kwanzaa. And I really appreciate the history that was given to me about Kwanzaa. I was very pleased and learned a lot. But let's speak a little bit about the cooperative economics. I've been in business for 26 years. I've owned a restaurant for 16 years. Beauty supply business, we've been over 10 years. I had a lawn care service. And we just purchased another building, which is right in the middle of the heart of our urban area community, which is on 16th and Brady. It's right in the middle of everything. The importance of us buying this building is we bought it from an African-American man that I grew up as a mentor. His name was Clyde Mayfield. And there was a lot of people around that wanted that property. It was in the heart of a certain neighborhood that was owned by other people. So our goal was to get this, and so we can be in the heart of it, and we can continue his legacy, and it can be owned by an African-American man. So we bought that building, and our goal is there. We're going to put our beauty supply store in there. And also what we're going to do is we're going to put in a coffee shop. It would be your first Black-owned coffee shop in the Quad Cities. We got a great name for it, and we believe economic business is important in the community. You got to have money to build your community up. And one of the problems that we're having today is we got people coming in our community making money, but they're not putting anything back. Kind of remind me of a flower or any type of gardening. If it doesn't get the proper nutrition, the water, the food, it dies out. And that's the same thing what's going on with the Black community. People are coming and bringing the money out, but they're not putting anything back to develop it. And that's the problem that we're having. So what we need is important that we as Black people build our own community up economically. We must keep feeding that community up so it can grow. And we have to get our kids in position so they can take over, because we only can do it for so long. So the importance of this is to get our kids ready to take on the leadership role so we can live on forever. Right now, we got currently 5 high school kids that are employed. They're out there working now. I actually would have them come in and say hi to you. They're out there working. And if you don't mind that, I can have them come in and say hi. They're in my, we have the only Black-owned youth center in the Quad City also. The only. We have a youth center that we bought in Rock Island, 815th 9th Street. And I'm telling you about historical things that we're doing here. We bought that building. It was called the Hickman Center. It was the only Black-owned youth center in the Quad City years ago. We're talking about Shelley and people of years would tell you about this. It was the only one that was available. So we bought it and we turned it back into the Black-owned community center right now today. So what we're doing, we're keeping the history alive. We are buying history, not just buildings. And what we're doing, we're keeping this history alive. Because what happened is, someone who came in and bought that, they would have cut the history and the legacy of off. It would have been cut off. So we're going to keep it going. I'm going to walk for a little bit, minute, if you're okay. And I'm going to bring each kid in here, and I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to have you talk to them. Okay? I'll give you an idea of what we're doing. Ventry, Jonas, can I get a second? Ventry and Jonas, give you a little bit about what we're doing. Our goal is to move this. I'm doing a Zoom meeting, gentlemen. Come on in for a second. All right. And I just want you to introduce yourself. Tell them, you know, a little bit about yourself, about the program that you're involved in, our basketball program, and your work here, and a little bit about yourself, okay? Here is Ventry Norwood.
Can't see anything.
You see me? Hello. How you doing?
Great.
Good. Okay. I'm Ventry Norwood.
You take your mask off.
I can take it off.
Yeah.
I'm Ventry Norwood, and I play for Lonnie Ray's Elite.
How long you been playing with us?
Since 6th grade, 5th grade.
And you're in high school. You're a prominent player now.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you stated to me a while back. You say I've been coaching every sport that you had, right?
Mm-hmm. My whole life.
Huh?
Yep, since kindergarten.
Football?
Yep, football through basketball. He really was.
Huh?
He was my coach like every year for every sport.
Yeah. And you and work with us, right?
Yeah. And I started my first job with Lonnie. I started my with Lonnie. That's crazy. Huh?
Yeah. You never thought of that, huh?
Yeah,
this is
crazy.
first time thinking of that, so. Say thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we have Jonas. Say your name, yeah.
Hey, I'm Jonas Ross.
Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I've been playing with Lonnie for like
2 years,
3 years now. And he's a good coach. He done taught me a lot, gave me my first job. And
we won't keep you much. Good.
All right.
Thanks.
I appreciate you guys both, Jonas and you said it, Ventry.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. So our goal is we actually this is important to me because this is what I live for. I'm at a different level in life. I'm more at that spiritual level. I don't care anything about any money. It means nothing to me. I'm more about developing and doing something for our community. And I don't care what it takes, because what I see and it hurts me. It doesn't look good. Not looking good. January 14th, we'll be starting what we call an academic support. We'll be having our ability. So kids that are in our program, or we're going to start off with that. We got some teachers that's available, and we always look for volunteers too. We're going to start January 14th. We're doing our economic support. So the kids will come in, and we'll go over their Chromebook and their schoolwork, and we're going to do it on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And this is what this is about. We doing it for ourselves. I'm not asking for anybody for help. We can do it ourselves. And I'm going to do what I can. But we must have finances. And we got to get these kids in a position where, like I said, they got to take the baton. We only can do it for so long. And it's not about today. It's about building something today for tomorrow. That's the key. It's not about, I don't need anything. You know what I had today? I had peanut butter and jelly sandwich today. I don't need much. You know, I'm having a bowl of cereal. I'm going to go in there and eat. I'm very simple in life. I want these kids to understand it's very simple. Things that they need to do, you know, to move along. I think that's about all. I mean, I can go on and speak about this because this comes from the heart. I don't have nothing written down. This is what comes from my heart. And every time I speak with someone, they say, well, Lonnie, you never write anything down. I said, because everything's in my heart. I'm speaking the truth. I'm speaking what I want. If this is what I want, this is my desire. It's my calling. And I always tell the kids, I talk to every kid. I got over 200 kids in my program. And I tell every kid, I said, all you guys are unique. And they said, well, why, coach? I said, God only made one of you. You are unique. There's nobody in the world like you. Nobody. I've been all over the world. I've never seen two of me. I never see two of no one. You are unique. I said, but you got to figure out what your uniqueness is. Can you use it?
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I really appreciate you.
You're welcome. Thank you so much. I appreciate doing this too. Anytime, anything that we can do. I learned a lot also too. So thank you guys a lot. I learned a lot.
All right, what an amazing conversation. And that was Lonnie Ray Westerfield. Can we give him a hand?
Yay, Lonnie Ray.
You know, he showed me something different about Ujamaa. You know, we talk about cooperative economics, building and maintaining our own stores and shops and businesses to profit from them together. But he's building the children and their attitudes and their work skills.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, what I wanted to say along with that, I wrote down that Lonnie Ray, since he was in 5th grade or 4th grade or 3rd grade, and I continue to be a steady influence, a safe space as a person. I become a safe person for someone of trust. And this is how we build community. Yes, it's about economics. We have to have that. There's so many layers of need in Black communities, so many layers of need, but we cannot forget about how important it is to build that person, you know, to continue to be someone that can be relied upon. And it just takes me back. It takes me back to, Lonnie mentioned that Hickman's was a recreational center when I was a teenager, and that was a safe space for us. And this is where we came together, and other programs were run there besides dances and that, but we gathered there. It was a safe space, and so grateful for him for taking, you know, the initiative to make sure that that building wasn't torn down or acquired by other entities. So thank you, Lonnie.
That was amazing. At this
Thank you,
time,
Shelley.
oh, where you at, Lonnie?
I'm here. I don't know if you can see me. Thank you so much. Appreciate
Okay.
it.
I'm glad that you're on, and we have several business owners as well as students. And again, we're into the discussion portion. So first of all, if you've seen your business card, raise your hand. This is a visual learning opportunity. If you've seen your business card at any point today during this presentation, can you raise your hand? Can I see that there's some people that have submitted a business card? Wonderful. Okay, well, at this time, I just want to open up the conversation. With Ujamaa means sharing the income we earn and teaching each other the skills that we learn. So can any of the business owners on here, or if you have a skill that you can share, can you talk to me more about how you're going to put that into practice in order to celebrate Kwanzaa and live it? The line is open. Please unmute yourself. Again, we're talking about cooperative economics. So what can we do to share our income and teach each other the skills that we learn?
Well, let's see. I'm a grant writer, but we do multiple things. Like we do healthcare, Mary Kay, Avon, Nonora, our hair products. I started my real estate company.
What's your name?
Sheila Davis.
Hi, Sheila.
Hey, Sheila. She's back.
Yeah.
Back.
By the way, you won a door prize yesterday, so it will be in the mail.
Yes, I've been looking for that book all over town. People have told me it's in the library, it's here. No, it's not. And I prayed to have one of Shelley's books.
Look at God.
I've been trying to get that book since my daughter was like maybe 5. She's 27.
Well, that book was just released last year. You're probably talking about another book of poetry, but
yeah, I want them all, but I'm gonna have to work at it.
Your book is in the mail.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, my pleasure. And thank you for sharing about the different areas where you can help other people learn the skills that you already know. That's a beautiful thing. Yesterday, a friend of mine, we were laughing because we were putting some crochet hair in her hair. And we were talking about the good points and bad points of even crochet hair. And someone will come along and refine something to make it better, because we actually had a hard time doing her hair. But we were cooperating and we were learning something about this hair. So anyways, thank you so much for sharing. Anyone else? Again, today is Ujamaa, cooperative economics. And so we just are interested in what we can do to work together to raise money and use the profits for common good. So if anyone has anything to talk about in this area, I really would appreciate it.
Well, my name is Tracy Singleton. I'm sorry.
Hi, Tracy.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm with, I'm representing the QC Empowerment Network, which has been in existence for 6 years now. And we practice Ujamaa almost on a daily basis. We have annually a Black Business. This will be coming up for 2021 on February 27th at South Park Mall. And what we do is create a space for our Black-owned businesses here in the Quad Cities to be able to engage with the community and, of course, sell their product. But in June of this year, is our annual Juneteenth celebration. It's, COVID was happening and we could not do our Juneteenth like we normally do. So we did a virtual Juneteenth celebration. And off of that, we decided, we can do things outside. So we did what we called an open air market in June, and invited Black-owned businesses to come set up at our local farmers market. And it went so well that we decided that day that we were going to do this for the entire summer. So over the summer, in total, it was 200 businesses that participated. There is something that has evolved out of COVID. It's called the passion economy.
Come on now.
It is people who have discovered their passion and are finding money off of it, right?
Yeah.
So that is what we are working with now, is these people who have wonderful talent and wonderful skills, and they are developing things that they can then take care of their families with, and in turn take care of their community. And so we want to help foster that, and help encourage that. So, that's just part of what the network does. We have our lunch and learns on a quarterly basis, and then we are starting an incubator program. So I'm also executive director of the Lincoln Center, which is brand new. We have not officially launched yet. We'll launch in February for Black History Month. But it is the former Lincoln Elementary School, which is now a center that is Black-owned, Black-ran, Black-led for Black people. And so we will be doing a small business incubator. So we will be working with businesses on growth. I recently participated in a national panel, and the number of Black-owned businesses, 90% of Black-owned businesses are sole proprietorships, which is wonderful for the people that are starting the business. But we want to talk about growth and scaling up, so that these businesses can grow and then in turn hire Black people. And now we are supporting a community. And when Black businesses succeed, the Black community succeeds, because they start investing and they start giving out resources. And so what we are trying to do in 2021 is scale up. We want to do whatever we can through professional development, through opportunities, through networking, through support systems to help our businesses scale up so that they can in turn start hiring and start the change that's needed in the Black community.
Thank you so much for sharing. First of all, I heard my old school Lincoln fundamental, but I'm glad that it's been used for something amazing. And also, I saw a hand up, so get ready to speak for the hand that was up. Finally, I believe it was Lonnie Ray that said, can someone send me a copy of the Black Business Expo book, or is it online? And thank you, she's great. So we appreciate your comments.
Thank you.
That was me.
Okay. Is it online, or can you answer that question of the Black Business Expo book, or do you know anything about that?
Well, we are currently in a right now updating it. So if anyone that is on here or sees this and they know that they're not within the directory, please inbox either me personally, my page is, or the Empowerment Network page, so that we can get your updated information. The directory itself was really only featured businesses that participated in the expo. So we knew it wasn't a comprehensive list of all the businesses, because not every business participated in the expo. So we are being very intentional this year on trying to reach out to businesses, all businesses, so that we can do as complete of a directory as we can, featuring all the different businesses that are here in the Quad Cities. So we're on Facebook as the QC Empowerment Network. So if you don't like the page, please go like the page, follow us. And then if you have this and you want to be listed in there, you just need to inbox us and we'll get you the information so that we can get the correct information in there. And then that will be available on, we give them out at the expo, but we are doing a digital directory this year as well. So then that will be available or next year.
So much. Constance, I'm calling on you next, my dear. I think your hand was up.
Who was that?
Constance. Miss Westerfield. Oh, was that someone else's hand? Had their hand up.
I had just raised my hand when you asked. Sorry.
Oh, thank you for following instructions. Thank you so much. I'm a student. That really matters. Okay, everyone, follow these instructions. Mute your phone unless you're talking. Okay, so there's no background. Thank you so much. I see my students on here. Shout out, Yashel. Yashel, by the way, even though someone else had already won a book, our book writer, the person who wrote How Little Billy Learned to Play, she's sending this to you. I think she wants you to read it to some of your brothers and sisters. But I'm telling you, Yashel has so many gifts. I could see her as a book writer as well in the future. So I just want you to know, Yashel, Miss Shelley Moore Guy is sending that through me, so you'll have your book when we're
That's
in class
right.
together.
That's right. I hope you enjoy it.
Absolutely. Okay, at this time, at this time, everyone, we are so excited about cooperative economics. We're wrapping it up. So we're working together to raise money and using our money to profit the common good. Okay, we should be able to donate.
Can I ask?
Yes.
Let me ask a question. Lonnie Ray. Lonnie, you still there?
Yes, how you doing, Shelley?
I'm doing well. So glad that you joined us this afternoon. Is there any, I would like to know your plan. I mean, you seem to have, you know, the idea of employing these children now as they have grown with you in your program. Now they're old enough to be employed. How important is that to you?
I think that's kind of like the road we're trying to head down. I think with us, we try to have a plan and try to focus on that plan specifically. And the goal is to get the kids in position, as I was saying before in the video, to move forward. One thing I want to say about, I want to talk about something as far as the how tough it is sometimes for us to move forward in cooperative economics. It's tough because sometimes we have to prove ourselves before we can get there. We have to show proven records. People just, when I started the basketball program, I couldn't get too many people to join our program. You know, we was a losing team. You know, we didn't do too well, but we ended up sticking in there. And now we are some of the top basketball teams here in the Quad Cities area. So now we have too many kids. But the process wasn't easy. I had to prove ourselves. And I tell a lot of people, because if you're busy doing things yourself, the things that I'm seeing, it's hard to get people to come over to help you do things that you need. I don't know if that makes any sense, where time is not your best friend. So like I said before, we have over 200 kids. We have proving ourselves. We have a proving the record of what we're doing. So by that, we got people that more willing to come and join what we're doing. So I think that's the tough part of, as far as our community, especially a small community that we have. It showed me, and you know, not tell me, it showed me people want to not just jump on board, they won't jump on board immediately. So sometimes the road becomes tough and we give up before we get there.
I don't want to interrupt, but Lonnie, Miss Sheila asked, are you going to have a class about adults doing or owning their own business?
Adults? No, I'm a real big fan. I specifically concentrate on kids.
Okay.
That's my job. That's what I do. I specifically concentrate on kids. I can't do everything. I specifically concentrate on kids. We're going to have what we call vocational programs for kids. We have people come in talking about jobs, opportunities, other things they can do besides college if they don't want to go to college. Let them know there are other opportunities that's available for them. So
I love that, Lonnie. I love it that you understand your limitations and your lanes. You have about 5 different lanes going, and you don't want to add another. And I think that is so important with anything that we do, especially in the community. We do spread ourselves thin.
We do.
And it's important to know what you will do and what you can do. We can only make what we're doing stronger when we understand that.
All right. Now, ladies, oh, go ahead, Lonnie. Let me let you answer.
No,
go ahead.
No, you're fine. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, a few things in the chat. There is a chat, and I know some of you are new to Zoom, but I'm just trying to stretch you a little bit more. I would like you to respond to this in terms of economics. cooperative economics. What would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? I saw that quote yesterday, and it's been resonating with me for 24 hours. So can you write in the chat some way, somehow, what would you do, especially when it comes to a business, sharing your income, earning something, teaching others the skills that we've learned? So Lonnie was saying his specialty is young people, so I'm sure he's going to write that in the chat. But can you all write in the chat, what would you do if you knew you could not fail when it comes to cooperative economics, or just what type of business you would go into? And
what would you create?
Say it again. Yes, what would you create? Thank you, Shelly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I do want to make sure you all know, this is a shameless plug because we've been plugging ourselves. I want to just focus on two things I try to get some other business owners to speak up. So is there anyone else who has seen their card or has a business that would like to speak up? Because otherwise I want to showcase the fact that we have an awesome author on the line, Shelly Moore Guy. This is her information. Her books are $13 for How Little Billy Learned to Play. I can't wait for my autographed copy. My student will get her autographed copy.
Absolutely.
Miss Sheila's getting an autographed copy. And if you want your own copy, just Cash App Shelly Guy, the $13 plus shipping and handling, about an extra $2 or $3, and she'll get that to you ASAP. My name is Walene. I have about 3 projects, and this one is called Godspeed, my latest one. And I wanted to share a song as we closed out that I recorded from this particular project. But as far as the cooperative economics, I had to find a great producer, and I had to find someone to help do the, I have one of those things that I carry around when I'm at a concert. It's like they can showcase my face or what have you. So the bottom line is that we need people to help us with developing websites and everything else. So thank you for writing those things in the chat. I do see the chat lighting up. And let's hear this real quick as we close out today.
And what I'm looking for, I give you all of me. You won't let me go. I wanna live life with purpose. Let go of my past. Respond to your voice and take on the task. I wanna live life with purpose. Let go of my past. Respond to your voice and take on the task. I wanna know how you say move. Lord, teach me. Lord, teach me to do what you say do. Lord, teach me. Lord, teach me. I wanna move how you want me to. I wanna move. I wanna move. I wanna move. I wanna move. I wanna move how you want me to. I wanna move. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, all jokes to the side, it's time. Lord, like I try your way, I'ma stay in the light. When I found that your purpose was perfect, and made a change in my life, and it was meant to be for me. I can look to you, and you teach me the move. I'm the mission that I can't do. It's the miracle I'm here to make it by you. And if they won't believe, they should have brought the seeds and heal all the disease. I'll be the light that they need to see, and you just better off with power.
All right, I'm not going to play the whole thing. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but I am grateful.
That's awesome.
Finish that project. Thank you so much. Look at this chat lighting up. Thank you all so much.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Okay, so Chandra says, can you email that information to Sheila Mike? Okay. All right, so we'll, that's the information that we're trying to get for the Black Business Expo book. If anybody knows any information about it, that's who you email it to. And Lonnie, okay, here we go. Chandra Carroll, if she knew that she could not fail, here's what she would create. Oh, we could have her say it herself, but Chandra Carroll will produce her own educational television program for kids. All right.
Wonderful.
Now.
Wonderful.
Lonnie Westerfield is sticking to his same cause. He got it down. He knows his passion and his purpose, which is building our youth. Thank you, Lonnie Ray Westerfield. We got to call you by your whole government name. I like that.
Okay.
All right. Miss Sheila said, I will do a family center in Davenport in Wichita to help people. And Shelly's Cash App, thanks for asking, is Shelly Guy, capital S, capital G. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Thanks for asking.
SHELLIEGUY.
Capital S, capital G. And my Cash App, just in case anybody wants to get a CD, there They're the same price as Shelly's books, the $13. It's #Willeen. That's WILLENE, and I'll send that to you. Okay, Maria Brown will be having something to share in just a moment. I'm going to read Yusel Venegas' comment. If I knew I couldn't fail without hesitation, I would like to form an organization that will help young women start their own business and use their experience to share with others. Come through, Yusel. Come
yes.
through. Lady Maria, you're up.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
I'm sorry, I got in. I was trying to squeeze in on a conversation, but in terms of sharing the wealth or the knowledge of to help one another out, I have first of all, two businesses. The one of the side business is a cake business where I customize cakes. I primarily do wedding cakes, but I also teach children on how to decorate cakes, cupcakes and things like that. One of the things that I recently started doing is connecting with the women's shelter, where I made cupcakes and I gave out an abundance of cupcakes for the women in the shelter. And that's something in 2021 that I will be doing, perhaps like a Mother's Day, Valentine's Day, on different occasions, is donating cupcakes to the women just to make them feel good about themselves. And the second thing is Envision is another company, which this company, what it is a consulting company, and what I do is help people establish their business. A lot of times people have entrepreneurship giftings, but they don't know how to go about establishing their business. So what I do is I hold them accountable. I help them, walk them through the process of getting registered, so they just won't say they have a business, because if everything is not registered or legalized, then you really just have a glorified hobby. So helping them to get everything on track, from establishing a business plan and all of that, and making it not seem so taxing or so toiling, because you can have those things in place even though you're starting off with small dollars. And also teaching them how to be a good stewards and how to invest into their own vision. A lot of times we do look for other people to help us, and that's great. But you the one, God gave us the vision, and so he is holding us accountable to be able to cultivate the vision. So how do you invest into the vision that God has given you so you can birth it? So that's what Envision, the consulting company that I have, I do. I hold people accountable, push them till they actually birth their business.
Wonderful.
All right, thank you for sharing that. Love it. Again, I was asked to put some things in the chat. So there's Shelly, guys, Cash App. There's Willeen's Cash App, just in case you're getting any product. And also, if you all have a product that you have, first of all, I have gotten a cake from the catering company of Maria Brown. She's a fellow Dallas
you can vouch for that.
mentor, and I just want to put in a shameless plug for that food. Okay. Beautiful. Any type of cake you want. If it's for a birthday, a wedding, she has your back. And I'm telling you, even if it's just you want to cook your mom her favorite type of cake, she got you. If it's that.
Where is she located?
She lives, Mama Brown. Where is your business located?
Well, I'm in Crowley, Texas.
Okay, so she's in DFW area with me. So she's closer to me, but let me know just in case. And I don't know how I can bring a cake 16 hours away, but it's possible.
Willeen?
Yes, ma'am.
I have a question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Talk to us, please, about your singing career. When did you get started? I mean, that was you singing, right?
Yes.
Beautiful,
well, I really appreciate that.
Beautiful voice.
I've been voluntold to sing for so long at Third Baptist Church, and I love it. My mother is one of those, and that's why my daughter, she's quick to get on and get off. One of the things I can say that I've been singing since 6 years old, and it was just at Lincoln Fundamental in the choir. But even before then, your parents sing to you when they read you books. And so I remember those little good morning songs, and I sang them to my children. So I was passing it down. Also, songs, the energy in a song and just what it communicates is so beautiful. So I have tried to refine this, but it's just a passion. So one of the things, I was visiting a friend, her name's Tatera, and she literally told me, when your daughter was here last night, she was singing too, just like you do. And we went somewhere else, and someone else noticed that too. Like, we just sing with whatever we're doing. So basically I can say since 6, but prior, before then as well. And I'm really excited about a band called Godspeed. Been able to do some amazing things. It slowed down a little bit, but I say the woman that spoke first really encouraged me. I think her name was Lisa. she said this is a passion time during the COVID-19 season, because what you find is whoever's doing their passion, they're going to do it regardless. I've seen people
Passion.
do home concerts.
She called it, that was Tracy. She called it passion economics.
Yes, I love
Yes.
it.
Yes.
So doing home concerts and things of that sort, Zoom concerts. Fred Hammond has one December 30th, and my friend was like, I just got my online ticket to watch the Fred Hammond concert on December 30th. It's a virtual concert, but that's what I'm talking about. And by the way, I did used to do background vocals for some of Fred's, and was in a play with Fred Hammond during the Christmas season once upon a time. And so he has a whole warehouse, and he'll bring people in, and it's amazing. So it was just a great opportunity to be able to do these things. I've been able to do some background vocals for some pretty neat people. Crystal Akins, American Idol winner, Joshua Rogers, an American Idol winner, Vicky Winans, just different people that I would be singing backup for. I've been able to sing on the Potter's House praise team on different campuses and what have you of the Potter's House. So none of that really matters. What really matters is that I'm able to pursue my passion, and that's what it's all about.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for sharing your gift with us.
My pleasure.
It's amazing. I just wanted to remind people that you see little pictures on the screen of African American or Black businesses in the Quad Cities. We put out the call a couple of days ago, and people responded. I think I don't know if Tracy's still here or not, but she was saying that she was trying to find more, that she knows that there are more Black businesses and programs too. We're not only showing pictures of actual businesses that have a building, but there are programs that people have initiated for kids or for whatever, for whatever cause. But I'm really excited that we are able to show those examples of Black businesses there.
Thank you so much. And even as I was on this live, who's the person that helped with Tracy's funeral? She talked about a progressive church has a summer enrichment program and to send your kids there. And I'm telling you, those type of programs really make you, Virgie. She just texted me as we were on the phone and just talked about this amazing program. And
Camp Excel.
Yes.
Camp Excel with Matt McDowell.
Oh my goodness. So I just want to make sure that you tell people what you're doing, because you never know how they can help you. Believe it or not, Maria Brown, who spoke earlier, is also a life coach. She's not even telling you all of her giftings, but I'm telling you, when I say that it's incredible to see people working with the gifts that God has given them. That's a Donald Lawrence song I love so much. And it just says you wear it well, you wear it well. God has graced you and you wear it well. And your gift, everyone wears their gift well. So don't stop wearing your gift. Keep on working it. And I love how Lonnie was like, it's the youth for me, because that's who it is for me. And everybody has their pocket that they can help.
That's absolutely. I always quote COVID and the last 2 years and COVID has taught me to pick a couple lanes, stay in those lanes, do your job well. Because if you are a steward of the community, as I have been for decades, you have a tendency, some of us have a tendency to, just spread out. Am I right, Ethelene? Yeah. We're everywhere. And so, you don't want to leave anything undone. Yeah.
Well, join us tomorrow for day 5 of Kwanzaa. I am so excited about all that we've learned and seen today. From Akwete in the Pan-African Connection on Marsalis. My friend Chandra's on the line. She's been here before, I'm sure. Bambata shared his mother's story, his parents. And by the way, Bambata means what was lost on the battlefield can only be regained on the battlefield.
Oh my God, I love it. I love it.
So we've already...
Who's still here?
Sorry?
We have Beth is still here, Bethany,
okay.
Chandra, Judy, is that Tamaya and Vassell? Thank you for sticking with us.
Oh yeah, I'm still here. I'm enjoying every minute. Thank you.
Wonderful.
Tomorrow's a special day for me. It's Nia, which is purpose. That's my daughter's name. Thank you, Mother Kwanzaa. Thank you, Shelly Moore Guy. You guys are my heroes to continue just moving forward and doing this, whether there's a pandemic or not. I love it, and I've learned so much. So thank you.
Thanks, Chandra. We'll see you tomorrow.
Be blessed, guys.
I know. Barigani.
Ujamaa.
Ujamaa.